Welcome to this deep dive, folks, where we're going to be diving headfirst into a future, well, let's just say a future swimming with artificial intelligence.
Overflowing with it.
We're talking about the kind of future that would leave our grandparents speechless, a world they might have brushed aside as pure fantasy.
Right out of the comic books.
But here's the thing. It's not just about playing around with AI anymore. This isn't some sci-fi movie. We're talking about riding a wave, a tidal wave of change. And that's what's so gripping, so gosh darn fascinating about the material we're diving into today. It doesn't shy away from those bold predictions, those claims that we're right on the precipice of achieving what past generations, what our grandparents would consider pure magic.
It's mind-boggling when you think about it.
And it's not just hype, it's not just smoke and mirrors. The evidence, it's staring us right in the face. Just think back a few decades. Things we consider normal now, smartphones, the internet, even having a computer in your living room, that seemed like something straight out of Star Trek.
Absolutely. It's incredible how far we've come.
Okay, so technology, it advances, we get it. But what makes AI different? What sets it apart? What makes this the dawn of a whole new era, a whole new age, and not just another tech upgrade?
That's the question, isn't it?
What I find so fascinating is that AI, it's not just another gadget, another invention. It's a fundamental shift. It's changing how we approach problems, how we create, even how we think. It's like we're handing humanity, we're handing ourselves a set of cognitive power tools.
Boosting our brain power.
It's accelerating our collective intelligence in ways we're only just beginning to wrap our heads around. Imagine, just try to imagine, explaining not just the internet, but the very concept of instant global communication to someone from the 1800s.
Yeah, it would blow their mind.
They're like, what? You're telling me I can send a message across the world in seconds?
It would be revolutionary. And what's striking is, and the material really emphasizes this, is that this isn't about sudden magical leaps. It's about harnessing what's already happening, that rapid pace of technological advancement, and pressing fast forward.
Fast forward indeed.
Like evolution, it's not about overnight transformations, but the steady accumulation of smaller changes over time that lead to something completely new and groundbreaking.
I like that, the steady accumulation of change. And that's where this idea, this concept of deep learning comes in, something our source material calls the real game changer.
It's a game changer.
Now, for those listening who might be new to this whole AI thing, can you break down deep learning for us? What is it, and why is it so central to this whole AI revolution we're talking about?
Sure. Think of a child learning to spot a cat. They don't start with a dictionary definition, right? They learn by seeing examples, by you pointing and saying, look, a cat. And at first, they might get it wrong, mistaking a dog or even a fluffy pillow for a cat. But the more examples they see, the more their brain, their internal algorithm for recognizing cats, well, it gets better, it improves.
Their brain is learning.
Exactly. And that's deep learning in a nutshell.
So it's all about algorithms learning from tons and tons of data.
Precisely. And what makes deep learning revolutionary, truly revolutionary, is that it's not limited to just cats or any one specific task. You feed it enough data, and a well-designed deep learning algorithm, it can learn to recognize patterns in anything. Images, sounds, text, you name it.
Even human behavior. It's a little unnerving when you think about it.
It is, and our source material doesn't hold back, painting this picture of personalized AI assistants, healthcare that would make your head spin, even software that practically writes itself. It's like something out of a movie.
And it's not some abstract future either. This is stuff that has the potential to directly impact our lives.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. It's not just science fiction anymore.
Just imagine having a team of virtual experts at your beck and call, constantly learning, constantly adapting to your needs.
It's incredible when you really think about it.
You need to translate something? Boom, done. Want a workout plan that takes into account your fitness level, your goals, your schedule, your AI generates one for you. No personal trainer needed.
It's like having a personalized team of experts at your fingertips.
This all sounds incredible, truly incredible. But, and I have to ask, what are the downsides? Every technological advancement, every single one, has come with its own set of challenges, hasn't it?
It has. There's always a flip side.
So what about this one? What are the potential downsides, the potential pitfalls of this AI revolution?
Well, and I'll give the source material credit here. It doesn't shy away from that, not one bit. It specifically brings up the importance of infrastructure. To bring this future of AI-powered abundance to life, to make it a reality, we need computing power, energy, resources, and not just for a select few, for everyone.
It's like building a highway system for this new age of intelligence.
Exactly.
And if only a select few have access to the on-ramps, it creates a digital divide, leaving a lot of people stranded on the side of the road.
And those are the conversations we need to be having. How do we ensure equitable access to these resources? Because if AI becomes a tool for the privileged few, that's not progress. That's just making existing inequalities even worse.
That's a recipe for disaster.
It is.
So how do we avoid that? How do we ensure that this AI revolution benefits everyone, not just a select few? That's something we're going to have to grapple with as we move forward into this brave new world of artificial intelligence.
Yeah. It's a critical question, and it leads us to, well, another crucial point raised in the material, and that's navigating the risks. I mean, any transformative technology, it comes with its own set of, well, potential hazards.
Right. There are always two sides to every coin.
And one that often pops up, and it makes sense, is this whole idea of job displacement, this fear that robots are going to swoop in and take everyone's jobs.
Yeah, the whole robots coming for our jobs scenario, it's a classic.
A science fiction staple. But how does our source material suggest we approach this potential issue? Well, by shifting our perspective.
Instead of fearing the robot uprising.
Exactly. Instead of fearing obsolescence, we should think of it as job evolution. Think about it. Throughout history, every time we've had a major technological leap, the job market shifts. The key is adapting, preparing for those shifts, not trying to hold back the tide.
So less robots taking our jobs, more robots changing what our jobs look like.
No, you're getting it. It's not about clinging to the jobs of the past. It's about getting ready for the jobs of the future. And the source material uses this great example, this analogy of a lamplighter.
The lamplighter.
You know, the people who used to go around lighting street lamps.
Oh, right, like back in the day.
It's a job that seems, well, completely obsolete today, but a few centuries ago, it was essential.
It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine trying to explain to someone back then that we don't need people to go around lighting each lamp individually anymore. They'd think we were crazy.
Exactly. And while some tasks, some jobs might become automated, new needs, new industries, they're going to emerge. And these new industries, well, they'll create jobs we can't even imagine right now.
It's like trying to predict what life on Mars will be like. We know we need to get there first, and then we figure out the details.
Exactly. It's about adapting as we go. And our source material gets really interesting here. It argues that with AI, with this rise of AI, we're stepping into, well, they call it the intelligence age. And this isn't just about, technology for technology's sake.
There's a bigger picture.
There's a bigger picture here. It's a fundamental shift in how we approach knowledge, how we solve problems, how we interact with the world around us.
Okay, so we've gone from the Stone Age to the agricultural age, the industrial age, and now we're on the verge of the intelligence age. So what does that even look like? How is this new age different?
Well, think of it this way. With AI as our partner in all this, in discovery, in creation, the possibilities, they're limitless. The source material talks about tackling massive challenges, things like climate change,
Yeah.
establishing colonies in space, even unraveling the mysteries of the universe itself. It's about using AI to augment our own intelligence, to help us achieve things that would seem, well, unimaginable before.
It's a pretty inspiring vision. But let's be real.
Yeah.
A future like that, it's not going to be without its share of bumps in the road, right?
Yeah, of course not. And to its credit, the source material acknowledges that. But it stresses that by embracing this new age and doing it wisely, by proactively planning for it, we can harness this power of AI and use it to make things better. It's not about just blindly trusting technology. It's about steering it, guiding it in a direction that benefits humanity.
So it's not just about building better and better AI. It's about building a better future alongside it. It's about making sure it benefits everyone, leads us to a brighter future, a more prosperous tomorrow. And that's something I can definitely get behind.
And that brings us to perhaps the most important takeaway from our deep dive today.
What's that?
That this future with AI, it's not predetermined. It's not set in stone. It's something that we are actively shaping right now through the choices we make, the actions we take. We're not just bystanders. We have agency. We have a say in how this story unfolds.
I like that. We're not just passengers along for the ride. We're the ones holding the map, the ones steering the wheel. And understanding AI, it's not just about understanding algorithms or all the technical stuff. It's about recognizing its potential to reshape the world and asking ourselves, well, how do we want to be a part of that?
Yeah.
So here we are after taking this deep dive into the future of AI. Where does that leave us?
at a crossroads, I'd say. We've gone from, all the incredible potential of AI to the very real challenges it brings up. And I think we've landed on this crucial point that, well, we all have a role to play in how this whole thing unfolds.
It's a lot to wrap your head around. I feel like this deep dive, this hasn't just been about AI, it's almost like it's expanded how we define
It's
progress.
about challenging our assumptions, right?
Exactly. And
Right.
that's what makes it so darn fascinating,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
It's not just about cramming our brains with new facts. It's about questioning everything we thought we knew about the future. Our source material, it's incredibly optimistic. At one point, they even say that the future will be so bright that no one can do it justice by trying to write about it now.
That's a bold statement.
It is, but
Sure.
I get it. We're so accustomed to thinking in a straight line, to basing everything on what we know is possible right now in this moment. But AI, it has this potential, this power to break down those barriers,
Yeah.
to unlock solutions to problems we haven't even thought of yet.
It's like, remember that analogy we used earlier? Trying to explain the internet to like a medieval knight.
A night surfing the web, can you imagine?
The concept would be so outside their realm of understanding, it would be practically impossible to grasp. And that's AI, it's that same level of mind-blowing potential.
So we need to be prepared for anything and everything.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important that we approach this future with a sense of wonder and possibility, absolutely, but also with a healthy dose of, well, realism. We need to be bold, yes, but also grounded,
Grounded in reality.
aware of both the incredible benefits and the potential pitfalls. It's a balancing act.
It always is.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the dawn of the intelligence age, what's the one thing, the one big takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
That the future, it's not some predetermined destination. It's not set in stone. We're creating it right now with every choice we make by understanding the power of AI, by talking about it, by demanding equitable access to it, to its benefits. Well, we can help create a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around.
And that is a powerful message to end on. And to our listeners out there, we want to hear from you. How do you see AI shaping your future? What excites you about it? What scares you about it? This is a conversation that's just getting started, and we need everyone at the table to make sure we're building the future we all want to see.